futures at the open are all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I want to turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater. Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, we some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. In case you didn't know, we were a Benzinga FinTech Awards finalist for Best Data Analysis Tool last year. And we are currently the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody at True Trading Group. But we take that university level of curriculum and we combine it with 8 professional full-time trading moderators that are with you each and every single day from pre-market all the way through until the close. We're not gone after an hour or two and you're left to fend for yourself. You also get access to our members, the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you're ever going to find. Not to mention the real-time trade alerts from the moderators and myself that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate on all of our executions of just around 80%, now going on roughly the last 4 years. And you're wondering why you should listen to anything that we discuss on this channel. It's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career as a trader working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college. While there, I had to go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the fund's money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the big stock market crash, but it was also the same year I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 8 other professional full-time trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries, so truly a global community here at True Trading Group. 10,000 members in 115 different countries. That's the TTG fam. So if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, I go live on this channel with myself, other mods, and some special guests. We'll drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, and trade ideas to help you guys become better traders. So if you're not yet done so, smash that like button, show some love, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you never miss out on any of these live streams. Big day in the markets today, guys, man. A total reversal day today. We swallowed back up, and the markets have now survived 3 consecutive hotter than expected inflation numbers. 3 consecutive hotter than expected numbers. The markets have survived. January was hotter on the CPI. February was hotter on the CPI. March was higher on the CPI, and we survived. And the uptrend of the market is actually still intact. I went over this with you guys yesterday on the live stream where I said if the PPI number came in hot also, my target was 510. PPI number came out today, 8:30 a.m. Eastern this morning. It was not worse than CPI. CPI yesterday was pretty bad. Could have been worse yesterday. Could have been worse. Could have been worse by you could have had the CPI accelerate, which it didn't. It basically just kind of stayed flat. It was hotter than expected, but it didn't accelerate higher than what it did the month prior. So that's why it could have been worse, yesterday's CPI. It was bad that all 4 categories were higher. Month-over-month headline, year-over-year headline, month-over-month core, year-over-year core were all higher than expected, but they were not accelerated from the month prior. So that's why it could have been worse. Then today you get your PPI number. And the PPI number, people were kind of nervous that that was going to be hot too, considering what the CPI number looked like yesterday. But it actually was much better than the CPI number. Still not a great read, but it certainly was better than CPI. And that settled the markets a little bit. Yesterday, we had a big gap down day. You kind of extended that decline during the day. We got all the way down to touch that 512 level on the S&P. And then you got down there and you tested that 512 level again this morning. And you put in a really nice, strong double bottom. The markets recovered. And then you had a 30-year Treasury bond auction at 1 o'clock that really accelerated the markets to the upside. The markets were very content early in the day, kind of holding that 512 support level. And then 1 o'clock, that bond auction went better than expected. And then that was the push that the markets needed to really get themselves underway. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about is, so here's the 512. Right? That's a 512. This was your support level, okay, from yesterday. That's yesterday's CPI lows. Then this morning, you get the PPI number, and then you drop back into 512, and it holds again. And then right at 1 o'clock, you got your 30-year bond auction, and it actually was taken down pretty well. The U.S. has sold a very large amount of debt these last couple of bond auctions. Whether you look at a 5, 7, 10, 20, 30-year bond auction, they've actually been absorbed pretty well. There were some concerns that such a large offering was going to be met with some low demand. Low demand would mean that they sell at lower prices, and the yield then is higher on those bonds, and that pushes yields on those bonds higher. And then, when yields start to move higher, that's usually not a good thing for equities, not a good thing for tech stocks. So there was a little bit of a concern there that yields were going to push higher on the back of these auctions. So you had the combination of the higher than expected CPI number, then you had the 30-year bond auction. And I think that was where you got a little bit of that anxiety early when we dropped back down into that 512, where people just kind of a little nervous about that bond auction. And the bond auction came out there at 1 o'clock, and it actually was great. And then that saw yields kind of just ease off a little bit after they moved higher off the CPI number yesterday. You've seen those yields kind of ease off, and then the markets were free to just push and move themselves higher. Very nice, strong day in the markets after what was a sizable red day yesterday. You're down over 1% on the S&P. The Russell 2000 was down, I think, 3% at its lows, or 2.5% yesterday, and a nice recovery day today in the markets across the board as the S&P was up 0.8%. The NASDAQ, big day, up 1.65%, now way higher than where you even were prior to the CPI number. And this is actually, I believe, an all-time closing high, not an all-time printed high, but I think this is an all-time closing high on the Qs. If not, we just, you might have just missed it, actually. You just missed it by a couple of maybe 10 or 20 cents, it looks like. So not quite an all-time closing high, but pretty damn close to it on the Qs as you're taking back the entire drop from CPI and actually moving higher than you did on Tuesday's high. So just completely engulfing the pullback day that we had yesterday on CPI, and that's what gives you this very nice, strong day in the markets today. And there it is. There's your double bottom at 512. It's undeniable. You better make sure you have that line drawn on your screen. I can assure you the low of the day on a CPI print and the low of the day on a PPI print is significant. It is significant. So you better make sure that you've got this line drawn out on your screen here. And the PPI numbers, what they actually came in at, let's go over them. Month over month headline number was 0.2. That was expected to be 0.3, so lower than expected. PPI year over year came in at 2.1. It was expected to come in at 2.2, lower than expected. US core PPI month over month, the core number factors out food and energy prices, came in at 0.2, was expected at 0.2, and the core PPI year over year came in at 2.4, was expected to come in at 2.3. So of your 4 data points, yesterday's CPI, they were all higher than expected. Today, 2 numbers were under expectations. 1 was in line with expectations, and 1 was slightly above expectations. And that's why I said earlier, the PPI number today was nowhere nearly as bad as the CPI number. And I think that kind of eased investors' worries. And we now survived another hot CPI read, and the markets have bounced back. I thought if the PPI number came in hot today, that the sell-off you saw yesterday, you would get follow-through on. And my target, as I talked to you guys yesterday, and I talked to you guys about this also the day prior to your your CPI read, what I was thinking was, okay, but if the CPI number and PPI number come in hot, that I was targeting a move that took you down to here and get down to this 50-day moving average. But that was not the case today. Today, the PPI number was much better than yesterday's CPI number, and the markets then started to recover. So what did we do when this number came out this morning? Well, in the pre-market session, I told, every day, the mods and I go over with our members what we think the market's going to do, the stocks that we're focused on, where we're going to get in, where we're going to get out, and we go over the whole game plan. Once the PPI number came out at 8:30 and I saw the headline number was under expectations on both month over month and year over year, that was significant. So I was like, because the CPI, the headline number was the worst number. So you go back and you look at yesterday's CPI numbers, the month over month headline and the year over year headline were the worst numbers of the 4. The PPI was the exact opposite. The headline month over month and year over year were actually under expectations, the best of the 4 points for PPI. As soon as I saw that data, I said to members, I go, guys, I got to be honest with you. This PPI number today changes things for me. I don't have as much conviction on the direction that I think this market's going to go. I don't envision myself trading something that is going to be more closely tied to the overall market. I don't envision myself trading the overall market or futures or anything like that because I had low conviction on what I thought the market was going to do today after that PPI number came out. So I have no problem. Listen, every morning I tell everybody, okay, guys, this is what I think the market's going to do. And typically I'll have high conviction when I do go through that. And that is the premise for my game plan for the whole day. Even if I'm not trading futures or if I'm not trading the overall index, my analysis on the overall market and what I think the markets are going to do will set the tone and be the foundation of all of the trade ideas that I have for the day. And when I have very high conviction on a market move, I will typically trade stocks that are very highly correlated to the overall market, right? Which would be some of your big tech names and some of your big large cap stocks that are in the NASDAQ 100, some of your bigger S&P names that are in the top 100 on the S&P 500, some of your bigger, higher market cap companies that'll be influenced more by overall directional market moves. Okay. That's typically what I'll do. Once I said I don't have very high conviction in direction for the overall market, I decided to then focus on something that'll be a little bit less correlated and less reliant on the overall market. And that was some of these uranium stocks. Now, I've been bullish on uranium going back to 2023. I named uranium my number one commodity pick for 2023 in the stock market outlook report that I issue to members every single year. The first week of January, I publish anywhere from like a 10 to 16 page report, exactly what I think the markets are going to do, the sectors that I like best, the stocks I like best within those sectors, and I will always pick a commodity. 2022, the pick was oil. 2023, the pick was uranium. 2024, the pick is gold. And our members get access to that totally for free. It's something I look forward to it. Members look forward to it. I spend a couple of weeks putting it together, and I always issue it or release it that first week of January. And so far, we've done very, very well with those commodity picks. Obviously, oil had a huge year in 2022. Uranium had a huge year in 2023. I'm still bullish on uranium, by the way. Now gold is off to just a ridiculous start to 2024, with just all-time highs being put in here every single day on gold. So we're doing very, very well in the long-term portfolio with gold and with uranium. And two of the stocks that we liked best in the uranium sector was CCJ and BWXT. BWXT from our 2023 entry is doing phenomenal, right? This BWXJ was an entry in the high 50s. That stock now trading at $100 at $100 a share. Okay, CCJ, similar situation here. 2023, this was an entry in the mid 20s. That stock now trading at 51. Okay. Now, this is the stock that I made my money in today. This was my focal point. This was one of my top trade ideas for the day. We just hit this trade in a huge way 2 weeks ago. We caught this trade for a swing. Okay. We entered this trade on April 1st. We got out of it by April 3rd. It was a 367% gain on the call option. So if anyone that you've been following the YouTube channel for a while, you knew that we were in this trade. I told you on April 1st that I was entering this position. I told everybody on March 31st, I believe. Yeah, March 31st, that on that Sunday evening live stream, that this was one of my top trade ideas for the week. We were looking at these uranium plays. It ended up being a big win for us, 367% on the call option. But then we consolidated for a week. We consolidated for a week right here. You can see this beautiful consolidation. And this really kind of was a nice little bull flag setup for us on the daily chart. Then you had yesterday, you had these bottoming tails go off here at 47. And then you had this engulfing candle yesterday kind of take back out this entire consolidation. So I said, okay, let's play the breakout today. So we stepped in, we went ahead, we got long CCJ and caught this beautiful breakout move, good for an 80% gain on the call options. Currently, this is the $50 strike, April 19th expiration. Members in anywhere between, 90 cents and $1, 80 cents, 90 cents. It depends on when you got into the position. Some members got in the 80s, some got in the 90s, some got in at $1. It just depends on when you entered the position. And those options went all the way to like $1.75, $1.80. Today, we took a ton of profit off the table, but I'm still long some of this position, trying to see if we can get to this double top 52-week high. My next take profit is above 51. Okay, that puts those contracts over $2 a contract. Now you'll be talking about a triple-digit gain if we can get up there above 51. But eventually, I want to try to be here to see if we break it. I want to try to be here to see if we actually break this double top. Because if you break this double top, you could see a pretty nice extension. You could see a pretty nice extension there. But again, don't be greedy. Don't be a pig. We identify these profit targets for reasons. That's because they are resistance. Okay, this is resistance. So when the stock gets there, you got to take profit off in case it rejects and then drops it. Because you can, listen, you can get to this resistance level and the stock can then fail at that resistance level and the stock can do this. And you want to you don't want to turn a winning trade into a losing trade because you failed to take profit because you got too greedy with the amount of money that you were trying to make on the trade. All right, but I'm still long it. So full disclosure, I'm still long it. I'm long it in the long-term portfolio. I haven't sold anything in the long-term portfolio from the mid-20s buy from 2023, but from the day trade, which is a completely separate account. I do my day trading and my swing trading in my Lightspeed account. My long-term portfolio stuff is with JP Morgan's Wealth Management Division. Okay, so from the swing trade standpoint, in today, tip profits off, and we're still holding on to some to see if we can get a little bit more follow through and a little bit more upside. Now, what I'm like to show you guys real quick, I'll take a couple of minutes here. Members members of True Trading will know that these are our top trade ideas before the day starts, right? When we're sitting here and we're talking about CCJ, this is not one of those situations where you have no idea what I'm looking at. You have no idea what my thoughts are on the day. You have no idea where my orders are and what I'm buying and what I'm shorting and everything else. Before the market opens, myself and the other mods, we come on the mic, we share our screens, and I tell everybody, okay, guys, this is what I'm doing. These are the stocks that I'm focused on. These are the prices I'm going to look to enter these trades. This is what I then expect the stock to do. This is where my stop loss is going to be. This is where my profit targets are going to be. So before the market opens, you know what the plan is. This is very important for people that are trying to take advantage of moves during the day, that are busy, that are working full-time jobs, that don't have the luxury to just sit in front of the computer screen all day, every day, and just listen and wait and stare, waiting for a trade alert so you can chase the alert that gets dropped on you out of nowhere. You will know ahead of time what I plan on doing when these specific prices are met for these specific stocks. I have a quick video clip for you from the pre-market session when I'm discussing with people one of my top trade ideas. 3 of our top trade ideas today were longs. It was CCJ, Amazon, Alphabet. All 3 crushed it today. Big day for members on the back of those trades. And then CCJ is the one that I made my money on, but I go through these trade ideas with everybody every single morning. I got a quick video clip for you. This video clip is not from YouTube. It's from inside the True Trading Group community before the market opens. Let's go ahead and play that clip. Individual stocks that are on the watch list, 3 longs that I actually really do like. One of them is the CCJ from yesterday. CCJ, I'm looking at like 48.75. This was that huge trade for us 2 weeks ago. Let's see if we can get the next leg of it. So we caught the up move to 2 weeks ago. Then you had this week-long consolidation. Let's see if we're ready to get the second leg of this trade. All right. I would like us to stay above $48. So what I'm thinking is maybe like 48.75 entry, $48 stop is kind of my thoughts. And we'll see if we can break out of this consolidation. The consolidation breakout is 50.50. And then you have double top resistance at 51.25. So those are going to be the areas that I'm going to target. That's CCJ. And we'll see if we can get the round 2. We caught the first move. Now let's see if we can catch the second. Beautiful. All right. So let's go through it. You heard me just say to you guys right there. What did you hear me say? CCJ, we're looking for 45.75. Stop loss around 48. So here I just drew those 2 lines across the screen for you. This is the market. This is market's open. Okay, market's open is right here. This candle right there is market open. You will see that yesterday, this is yesterday's price action. Okay, but this is market open today. So there's your 48.75. We drop right into that level off the open, and I step in and I go ahead, just like I said on the pre-market discussion. I stepped in right there and I got long. And I got long CCJ right there, just like we said we were going to, right? Our stop loss then gets placed down there around 48. You can see we never came close to the stop loss. We only got as low as 48.50. So we were still about 35 to 40 cents away from that stop loss. Our stop loss was actually like 48.15. So it was right there. So here's the entry. There's the stop. And then the rest is history. Just a beautiful extension move here to the upside. And what do? We just start ripping profits off the table. Bang, 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 and bang. Okay, so we took profits off on the table 4 times here so far today. And this was a beautiful trade for us. Still long some of this position. And like I said to you, my next take profit's going to be above 51. And let's see if we can get there maybe by tomorrow. Right? We'll see if we can get there maybe tomorrow. You had a nice breakout today out of that bull flag pattern on the daily, but we have to be able to get ourselves through, right? We got to get ourselves through this double top resistance. Okay. So if anyone is still following me in this trade, I know we have a lot of members that are on this trade. Okay. We have a lot of members that are still on this trade, and I'm looking to see if we can get above this level. and then that could turn out to be an absolute freaking monster for us. Okay. One thing I want to talk to you guys about is the stop loss placement. I had a couple of members ask me why I decided to put my stop loss where I did. Okay. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I chose 48.15 as my stop loss area. And I want to show them to you, and I want to explain them to you because understanding stop loss placement is extremely important. Okay. I am buying this stock because of a breakout of a bull flag pattern that I see on the daily chart. I am also buying this stock because I've seen now 3 consecutive bottoming candles off of 47 support, which establishes the bottom end of the bull flag. And you got this engulfing candle yesterday. When you have strong engulfing candles, if the engulfing candle truly is a buy signal, it should hold half of it. It should hold half of it. I don't like it. If it's truly an engulfing candle, the stock should not get back down into the bottom end of that candle. Then it's really not an engulfing candle, or that engulfing candle then just gets engulfed itself the very next day. That's a bullish engulfing candle. Typically leads to the follow through to the upside, and that's what we were looking for. So right away, I say to myself as I'm looking at the daily chart, we should not get back half of this candle. Now, half of this candle, okay, from yesterday puts you right around 48 and a quarter. So 48 and a quarter is right around 50% of that prior candle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, okay, I like my stop loss to be around 50% of yesterday's engulfing candle. You also have the trade line, the 9 exponential moving average coming up here on my chart, on my screen, this light blue line. That's another little indicator. And look where that indicator lines up. That indicator lines up right there at that 48 and a quarter. It lines up right in 50% of this candle. Then the other thing that I will go ahead and that I'll notice is let's go ahead and delete all this. And let's go to a 3-minute chart because I just gave you 2 reasons why my stop loss is placed there based on the daily chart. Well, let's go to the intraday chart and let's take a look and see what we have here from an intraday standpoint. So let's go ahead right here when I actually entered my position. So there's when I entered my position. Now, why at that moment did I set my stop loss at 48.15? Well, let's go back and take a look at yesterday. If we take a look at yesterday, you can see yesterday we had a very nice little support level here intraday right here around 48.30. So now I've got intraday support yesterday at 48.30 that you all can see right here. There's your support level right there, 48.30. So now I've got an intraday level there at 48.30. Then I go back to the daily chart and we say, okay, well, again, we don't want to take back more than half of that engulfing candle yesterday, and that's 48.30. So that's 48.30. The prior day intraday level is 48.30, and I've got the 9 exponential moving average coming into play. That's why I'm saying, okay, this support level here is like 48 and a quarter. That's the support level. So I'm going to put my stop loss slightly underneath it at 48.15. And that is how we go about identifying and placing our stop loss in that spot. And it turned out to be the right move because the stock went down first. Members could have got much better prices than me. I jumped in right there on that first pullback candle off the open. But then you can see that for the next hour and a half, the stock slowly kind of just drifted to the downside. Now, an inexperienced trader is going to freak out. They're going to panic and they're going to sell their position there for a loss. Or they're going to freak out and they're going to sell their position there for a loss, not realizing that the support level is here. I'm not panicking and freaking out when the stock starts moving lower off of my entry price. I sit tight. I hang out. We have stop losses for a reason. We identify support levels for a reason. If the stock breaks underneath this level, then okay, I exit my position, I take my loss, and I move on to find another setup. Okay? We just move on to find another setup. And it's the perfect spot for the stop loss. You can see where the stock went to. You can see where the stop loss was placed. And then we get the beautiful breakout and the follow through move. And then we get paid for our patience. Nice. Way to go, Ozan. Ozan got a slightly better price than me and held on to it. Yes. See, a lot of members could have got better prices than me because the stock went lower for like an hour, hour and a half after I entered my position. So, I mean, anyone that entered the trade after me, you could have got anything in here. Some people ended up getting filled up here and got worse prices than me. Some people got filled down here and got better prices than me. Some people got right filled here and got the exact same price as me. I mean, it really just depends on when you're actually executing your order. When my order executes and fills, members are notified in real time that my order has now been filled and this is the price that it was filled at. Just a beautiful trade, perfectly executed, perfectly game planned. And I'm just happy that so many members were able to capitalize on this trade today. And hopefully there's more to come, right? So the bulk of my position is off the table. There's no way I can lose money on this trade. There's no way that I can't make money on this trade with the amount of profit that I already took off. For tomorrow, what would I like to see? It's very, very simple. I want to see us stay above $49.50 to $50. That's my support zone. I do not want to see us get back underneath this level. You can technically stay in this position if it does give you this pullback tomorrow. You definitely could and try to hold trade line if you want stops back against like 48. I'm not going to do that because I've already taken a bunch of profit off. I'm going to protect that profit. If it drops back under 49.50, I will exit the last piece of this position and I'll take my final profits and I'll lock it in. Okay. So I've moved my stop loss from 48.15. I've moved it up to 49.50 on the rest of this position. All right. I would ideally like to see it stay above 50, but if it gets under 50, I'm willing to hang out for around 49.50 and then I'll exit and take my final profits off. My goal, again, my next profit target is around 51.25 will be my next take. And then I'm going to hold on into next week. If I get that fill tomorrow at 51.25, I'm going to probably hold on to a runner going into next week. And that's just to see if we get a breakthrough the 52-week double top high around that 51.25, 51.5. Because if you break through that, you could see the stock up around 53 next week. And I'll hold on to a runner just in case. That would be a multiple triple-digit banger for members that are on the April 19th $50 strike call option, anywhere from 85 cents to $1. Some people got $1.10, $1.05. Depends on where you got into your position, but you're looking at 100% to maybe 200% gain, depending on your entry on this position. Okay. So congratulations, everybody. Big win. Do you recommend re-entering the trade if you've already taken profits? Leonard, brother, that's a really great question. So that is going to kind of be a little bit of a personal preference. Now, what I will tell you, if you've already taken profit on your trade, Leonard, and you want to re-enter or like reload, when you're going back to the well for the second time, it's okay to do so, but protect your profit on the first trade. And how do we do that? Lower your position size on the second entry. Leonard, if you already hit this and you made really good money and you're happy and you're like, okay, that was a great trade, you're feeling good, protect that. If you want to go back into the trade, okay, go in with less risk and less size than the initial trade. So in case that second trade doesn't work, you're not back to square one. You want to make sure that if that second trade doesn't work, you're still green on the trade and you're still green on the stock. You'll feel better that way psychologically. You're going to be bummed out if you made a couple $100 today and then you lose a couple $100 tomorrow and you did all this work for 2 days and you got nothing to show for it. Make sure you still come out of it green. So I like to, when you go back to the well after you hit a winner, I like to use just less size and less risk than you did the first time. That makes sense? Yep. Cool. Congrats, man. If you caught it today, congrats. If you caught it today, congrats. So there you guys have it. You know, that's a position that I'm in, and I'll let you guys know. I will let you guys know what the game plan is there going into tomorrow. So tomorrow we do our live stream tomorrow. I will let you guys know if I took more profit, if I'm still holding, if I added back to the position. I'll let you guys know everything that I do with the stock tomorrow. All right. It's been a great week. It really has been a phenomenal week inside of True Trading Group. There have been some amazing trades. It's my birthday week this week. I'm having a great week. We're green across the board, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's just been a great week. Really great trades called out and executed by the mods. Really great trades executed and called out by members as well. We have some of the best traders that I've ever seen. I'm not just talking about the moderators. We have a phenomenal group of moderators that have a ton of experience. I've been doing this a very long time. This is how they put food on the table. They are full-time professional traders that are with us. There's eight of us that are with you each and every single day. But we also have phenomenal traders that are members, that are very active in chat, that are calling out what they see, calling out analysis, notifying other members, hey, I'm getting into this trade at this point. Hey, I'm in, I'm long. I just got filled at this price. Hey, I'm going to get out here. I'm going to take profit there. Some phenomenal traders, over 10,000 people from 115 different countries. I can't tell you guys how many times I've had a member bring a setup to my attention that I wasn't necessarily looking at, and then I go ahead and I make money from it. And if that's a prime example of, had I not been listening to what some of our members are saying, and our members were not being, communicating all this, that's money that I wouldn't have made. So it's not just True Trading Group is not just the moderators calling out trades. It's also members that bring really great trade setups to other members' attention, but also to the moderator's attention. And sometimes I say, hey, you know what? Jim, I owe you a steak dinner. Thanks for bringing that ticker to my attention. It actually was a really good setup. And that's what I love about trading in a group. I only have two eyes. I can't look at 1,000 stocks all at once. So if we have thousands of traders that know what to look for, they know what a good setup looks like, we all become better traders. Because I might not be looking at a particular stock. A member might. They say, wow, this looks really good. They say, hey, Mike, check out XYZ, beautiful setup. I take a look and I go, wow, actually, great eye. This looks amazing. And I go ahead and I enter the position. And then I make money from it. That's newfound money. That's money that I would not have made had I not been trading in a group with the amazing traders that we have at True Trading Group. Happens all the time. And I love it. And I'm thankful for it. Listen, let me see something real quick. Members of True Trading Group. Here's a question for my members. Members of TTG. If you are making money and you are becoming better traders because of True Trading Group, I want you to go ahead right now and type the number 1. Just go ahead right now and type the number 1. If you guys are making money and you're becoming better traders because of TTG, just go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. For the people that are on this live that are not members, I want you to pay very close attention to how many people you see type the number 1, because these are your friends, your family members, your coworkers. These are your peers. They found True Trading Group the same way you did. That's one of these live streams. And now here they are telling you they're making money. Now that's your goal, isn't it? Isn't it your goal to make money? Isn't that why you're here? Isn't that why you're interested in the stock market in the first place? Well, if these people can do it, then why can't you? They're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They just took a chance, invested in themselves, and actually received real education, got access to real tools, and are part of a community of traders that genuinely gives a damn whether or not they succeed or fail. Our entire business at True Trading Group is built around our members' success. We believe that if our members are successful, our business will be successful. We don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on marketing like a lot of our competitors do. We believe that our best marketing will be our members' success, because if a member joins, they have success. They tell their friends, their family, their coworkers, and then they join. And if they have success, they tell their friends, their family members, and their coworkers. That is how True Trading Group has grown from 100 members in 2017 to 10,000 in 2024. I'll prove it to you. Guys, do me a favor. Type the number 2 now if you have ever recommended True Trading Group to somebody else. If you've ever recommended TTG to somebody else, type the number 2. Soccer USA goes, I'm an idiot and I'm making money and learning every day. Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not an idiot. You're not an idiot. But here, take a look. Look at all these people that are telling you, yes, I have recommended True Trading Group to somebody else. That is our form of marketing. That is why we put such an emphasis on your success, because if you are successful, then our business is successful. Make no mistake about it. True Trading Group is a business. We have over 30 employees. Okay? It is a business. And if our members are successful, our business will be successful. That is how we have built this company. That is how we are going to continue to grow this company. Now, how many people are on here right now that are not members? If you're not a member, go ahead and type the letters TTG. If you are not a member, go ahead and type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. I want to see how many people are here that are not part of the group yet. Again, TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. Again, type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. New firm Tube, I'm not sure how you did that because we've been on an absolute tear. So you got to go back and check whatever you're doing, whatever trades that you took. If you are not following mods, if you're doing your own stuff, you got to go back and take a look at what it is that caused you to do that, because the mods and I have been on an absolute tear so far. So go ahead and type TTG if you guys are not members of True Trading Group. We've got Francois. Let's go ahead and type TTG. As we watch Tiger Woods at the Masters. I would give anything for Tiger to win another Masters. I really would. I'd be the happiest person. I'd be so happy. All right, great. Awesome. Excellent. Fantastic. Well, folks, those of you that are not members, here's how you can become one. Go to ttgoffer.com and then enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop down to $627 from the original $1,212 membership price. It's usually $1,212. But since you're on this live stream, you can use the coupon code TTG121. You'll click apply code. The price drops all the way down to $627, so you don't have to pay the $12.12. Everything that's on that page is included in your membership. Okay, everything on that page is included. It's our 22-course curriculum, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it. You have access to it. Obviously, you get our chat room. You get the trade alerts. You get the mobile app where the moderators and I share our screens with you during the day in chat. We're talking on the mic. We're with you from pre-market till the close, calling out trades, answering questions, and providing commentary. If you cannot be in front of your computer, make sure you get our mobile app. It's free, iPhone, Android. Once you become a member, you'll be able to be connected to chat even if you're not in front of your computer and get real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit positions. That's how 82% of our members that have full-time jobs, that work over 40 hours a week, that's how 82% of them are able to benefit and capitalize on what we do here at True Trading Group by using that mobile app. If they can do it, so can you. You're going to get access to a video library that has over 1,000 hours of workshops covering different topics. You can start attending these workshops live when you become a full-time member. And then you also get the watch list every day. The watch list is where the mods and I tell you, this is what we're focused on. These are the stocks that we're looking at. These are the prices we're going to get in. These are the prices we're going to get out. Just like you heard me go over the analysis for CCJ this morning, you're going to get that each and every single day from the mods and I. All you have to do is go to ttgoffer.com, use that coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price then will drop all the way down to $627. Check out and you are good to go. Any last shred of doubt or skepticism I'll erase by giving you a double your money back guarantee. I'm dead serious. Yes, it's real. It's right there on the checkout page. Go read it. This is how it works. You join TTG, you pay $627. You have the whole year to do the following. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you are unable, after doing those things, if you are unable to make enough winning trades to equal your $627 membership fee at least one time, then we will give you back double your money. We will give you back $1,254 if you cannot make the $627 back at least once. My dad across the country told me about a conversation he had with a guy he met whose wife is doing amazing with TTG. Christopher West, that's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Small world. I love that. I love that. That's fantastic. Very exciting. I love it. All right, folks. So that W money back guarantee, it's there. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. It's there to hold us accountable. Again, you can go to our ttgoffer.com. It's right there. It is real. It's right there in black and white. Go read it. If anybody has any questions, I highly suggest you send us a text message. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. Any questions that you have, anything you want to know, text us 1-888-306-8783. Again, that is 1-888-306-8783. Text us with any questions, comments, concerns, having an issue signing up, whatever the reason. Text us 1-888-306-8783. That's it, folks. My TTG fam, we got our accelerator session tonight. Starts at 6 o'clock. So all my accelerator members, you guys can head into the study hall in a little bit. And we will start our accelerator session at 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, so we'll start the accelerator at 6 p.m. Eastern. For the rest of you, head on over to ttgoffer.com and use that code TTG121 and click apply code. Price drops down to $627. Have a great night.